Hello fish people. I thought I'd give you a 1 week update on the new aquascape. Things are looking good. Look at the tannins. Oh, I told you there'd be tannins and they look wonderful. My tank has that nice tea stain to it. It looks very natural. I like it. Yeah, so I thought I'd give you a little update. The plants are doing really well. I thought there'd be a lot of melt, and there really wasn't. A little bit on the swords. The swords are coming back. They're starting to really bush up. The Tortoval is going like crazy. There's all kinds of runners. In like 1 week, I have like 3 runners off them, which is great. Everything's doing well. The water sprite is bouncing back now that it's in the water column and no longer in the substrate. It is bouncing back. There's a whole bunch of new shoots coming up from this plant. And this plant, I mean, you can almost watch it grow. They grow so fast. You can literally almost watch it grow. So it's doing really well. The Java moss is finally starting to grow. So you can see here, the Java moss is starting to perk up. That will eventually fill that entire piece of driftwood. I'm going to keep it real short, but I'm not going to trim it for 2 weeks. We'll just let it keep getting a little bushy, leave it for about 2 weeks, see what happens, and then I'll start trimming it back to keep it nice and short, thick, so it can actually spread and not die like it normally does. The blackbeard algae is dying off quickly, which is nice. It was really bad for a while there, but it's really starting to die off. You can see it gets clumped together, it starts to turn red, and it dies off, which is great. So this is the tank after a week. Life is good. We lost 2 fish in the battle. That was it. 2 females. Now I'm not sure we lost them because of the big stressed out tank change, but we did lose 2. The shrimp were very happy because they had a great meal, as did the pleco. I just, when a fish dies in my tank, if it's only 1 or 2, I just kind of leave them in there and let the circle of life take care of them. Keeps the shrimp happy, gets a little bit of meat in their diet, and the pleco doesn't seem to mind them sucking on them a little bit either. I haven't lost any of my autosynclus, which is great because they're so delicate. I brought in 3 new ones and I lost 2 of the new ones, but I've since replenished those guys. And I actually ended up putting them in my platy tank for now because there's enough algae in there to keep them going, and there maybe a little less stress on them. So many fish in this tank, but they're in the platy tank right now, having fun, and they're big and fat already, which is good. They got big full bellies. Yeah, so things are looking good. The Java fern is shooting up little shoots all over the place, so it's kind of hard to see, but like you'll see right here, let's see if I can get a finger in there. Right there is a new shoot, and over here is a new shoot, and it just, hopefully it's going to take off and get big and bushy again, because it was really doing poorly where it was. I think it was too close to the bubbler, to my bubble wand, and it was just not happy there, and all of a sudden already it's the leaves are starting to get thicker and bigger. Yeah, things are looking good. Look at that tortoval back there. It's just taking off. Like, look at that. There was only like 2 plants back there. Now look at all the stuff coming up. It's great. Down here, look at the new runners down here. Already, look, 1, 2 new runners. Yeah, life is good. So things are starting to come back. You can see the new growth in the middle of this sword. New growth in the middle of these swords, that sword, that sword. So yeah, life is good. Now I've done something else which not a lot of people do. And I don't know why, but I stagger my lights now. So my lights on all my tanks, except for my beta tank, are now 4 on, 4 off, 4 on. So they're on in the morning when I'm here, they're off when I'm gone to work, and they're on again when I come home from work. And that seems to be helping, I think, with the CO2 levels, giving it that little siesta in the middle of the day. I did some reading, and basically giving that little siesta in the middle of the day of 4 hours gives the CO2 a chance to bounce back midday, which is also helping with the blackbeard algae, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, yeah, so that's what's going on here. Got tannins. Duckweed is pretty much covered the entire top of the one half of the tank now in like a week. It can't really get to the other half because, of course, my wand is over there for my canister filter, so it blows across and it doesn't really let it get anywhere over here. But this is good. Keeps the light down actually on the wisteria and the Java moss, because it is a lower light plant, and they do quite well. Actually, Java moss does better in lower light than it does in highlight, I find. So that's looking good. I've got lots of new shoots coming off. Look at this. New stuff coming off of my Anubias here, which is great. Yeah, life is looking good in this tank. I'm really happy with it. So I'll give you another update in another 2 weeks probably. I'll just let you take a peek at the platy tank first. I don't think you guys have ever seen the platy tank. Yeah, this is my platy tank. And these guys are happy. They're always happy. I have one molly in the tank with them, one female molly. Now they can't interbreed, so I don't know if you can see her. She's kind of up at the top there. Where is she? Hiding there. She's hiding. Anyways, where is she? There she is. She's right in the middle. You can't see her because she's black. But yeah, I have one black molly in the tank with the rest of them. And then, of course, I have my 2 autosynclists that are hiding in there happily somewhere. There's one on the back wall there. There's an autosynclist. He's a happy little guy. Look at him there. Happy, happy. And again, I had a blackbeard algae thing happening in this tank, but it's all dying off. Like, look at the algae on this now. It was big and puffy and fuzzy and nice, and now it's all bunched together. And again, I think this has to do with the siestas that I've implemented a week ago. Look at that. It's all dying. Like even the stuff on the plants, it's dying, which is fantastic. It was really hairy and free-flowing, and now it's all clumped together. So I'm hoping it's all gone within the next couple of weeks. Yeah, so there's my little platy tank. And this is a 20-gallon tall. I only have six platies and one molly, and then the 2 autosynclists in here. So it's not an overly stocked tank. And yeah, that's it. So, hope you enjoy. I'll give you another update in a couple weeks. Ciao.